Can Spectacular Spider-Man be saved by Disney Plus? And could we potentially get a season 3? Stay tuned to find out the answer. Today on LewisFilms, we're going to be discussing, is it possible for Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3 to ever be made and potentially aired on Disney Plus, just like the other MCU shows right now, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. And if you guys aren't aware of what sparked this new debate, the new deal between Disney and Sony allows Sony properties, including Spider-Man movies, to appear on Disney Plus and places like Hulu after their run on Netflix and after their theatrical runs, starting from 2022. But not only this, we could see other Spider-Man movies and other Sony properties such as the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies also appearing on Disney Plus alongside the Tom Holland movies in the near future. Then this begs the question, if there is potential for the Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies to eventually appear on Disney Plus alongside the Tom Holland movies, does this give any potential to the Spectacular Spider-Man, for example, or any other Spider-Man TV shows to then appear on Disney Plus alongside them? Unfortunately, the deal between Disney and Sony did not include Sony's television division and only included movies with a theatrical run, meaning that Spider-Man movies, Hotel Transylvania movies, and Jumanji movies, and other movies in Sony's theatrical division can only appear on Disney Plus. This does not include Sony's TV division, which then obviously includes Spectacular Spider-Man. So obviously you're probably wondering why I'm making this video then. Why didn't you just, get the short answer straight away? Well, there is hope. Okay, there is a little bit of hope. The more hopeful answer is that we're one step closer away from getting a permanent Sony and Marvel deal to the point where they can work in harmony to work on Spider-Man together. And with what looks like a crossover between the older Sony Spider-Man stuff and the newer Disney-born Spider-Man stuff in Spider-Man No Way Home, what looks like a crossover and a Spider-Verse crossover at that between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield with Tom Holland could potentially mean more crossovers in the future and more collaboration between the two companies, meaning that we could be one step closer away from getting something Spectacular Spider-Man related in the near future, whether that's from Sony or Disney. But before we start talking about season 3, 4, or 5 of Spectacular Spider-Man, we first have to understand the deal between Sony and Marvel and the television rights to Spider-Man to understand where Spectacular Spider-Man lies and why it was discontinued. So essentially how it works was back in 2008 and 9, Sony then sold the rights off to Marvel to make Spider-Man television shows, meaning that Sony can now no longer make anything Spider-Man TV related, meaning they cannot have the right to make a Spider-Man TV show. Thus Spectacular Spider-Man was discontinued, and thus the Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney XD was born. And if you're wondering, well then why couldn't Marvel just continue Spectacular Spider-Man themselves? Well, basically Sony still owned the rights to Spectacular Spider-Man, meaning that Disney could not make Spectacular Spider-Man because that was owned by Sony, but then Sony couldn't make Spectacular Spider-Man because they did not have the rights to make a Spider-Man TV show no longer, meaning that it was just stuck in a state of tandem where it wasn't going left or right, up or down, it was just staying where it was, meaning there was going to be no season 3 from Sony and no season 3 from Disney, meaning it was just stuck. But now the two companies are coming together to work on the Spider-Man movies and bringing in people like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield potentially for Spider-Man No Way Home, we could potentially see some more collaboration in the future, maybe where they work out some kind of deal to rebrand the series, or potentially just even bring the Spider-Man character back from that series and throw him into, I don't know, maybe into the Spider-Verse, for example. Anything is possible with these new contract negotiations. After all, we never thought the Spider-Man would ever be in the MCU after what Sony was doing with the Spider-Man movies. We just thought that they were greedy, we just thought that they wanted to compete with Marvel, but then they ended up going into the MCU, so anything is possible at this moment in time. And also, who would have thought we would be getting a Spider-Verse movie in live action with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? Even though them characters aren't confirmed for the movie, it is very much likely that they will appear at some point with all of the heavy rumours surrounding the film, and also the fact that Alfred Molina has been confirmed to come back. So is there hope for Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3? A little bit, but is there hope for him to come back in some sort of way in the future? I'd say yes. I think in some way he's going to be coming back. But is it going to be Disney Plus that saves him? Is it going to be Sony that throws him into an Into the Spider-Verse movie? We don't know. Let's just wait and see, shall we? I can't wait to see what happens. If he has any chance of coming back, I am all for it. But make sure to tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you think the Spectacular Spider-Man has any way of coming back? Even with this new Sony deal, do you think they are one step closer to reuniting us to that legendary series? And also make sure to go down in the description below and make sure to go and join the Discord server so you can talk all things Spectacular Spider-Man with us over there as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe if you are new for all latest Spider-Man news, theories, and gaming, fan fictions, and all the like. And make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss a video as soon as it gets out. You can be one of the first ones to watch the videos as soon as it releases. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.